Hey there, Coach Michael Burt. Saturday night, November 18, 19, 20, I think, or 21. Beautiful night here in Tennessee. I'm taking my second walk of the day. Ooh, people ask me what I do on my days off. Well, sometimes I just creatively loaf, right? My kids are at their grandmother's. I've already gone for 2 bike rides. And now I am on my second walk and coaching session tonight. Just because I get real creative. Also just an email out on a strategic partnership. That's what I like doing, man. People ask me what I like doing on my hobbies. What are my hobbies? My hobbies are just creative loafing. Just the ability to do whatever I want to. Read, write. Took a nap today, which I seldom do, so now I'm ready to do something. On my bike ride, there's a trend that I've been speaking on at some of my summits that very few people are talking about that is very important. This is associated with a level 10 opportunity that you hear me talk about. And the level 10 opportunity is the greatest opportunity that is in front of your face, but you can't see because you are, you're too busy doing life. You're too busy, I don't know, being fabulous. You're too in the thick of it, right? Like you're caught up in the thick of thin things. And that doesn't change until you stop the machine. So the level 10 opportunity, and I'm guilty of this just like you are, by the way, is like this big, huge opportunity to do something, but you can't figure out, you can't get any traction toward this opportunity because you're just out in the world, just going and going and going. Therefore, you just keep doing the same thing. And therefore, you just keep getting the same results. Well, it occurred to me on my bike ride that part of the problem, part of the formula of this level 10 opportunity is really finding and having these big discoveries about your voice in life and your talents and the monetization of a talent, or what I would call a primary skill, to solve a problem for someone who would compensate you to solve that problem. And, in the book Single Digit Millionaire, I wrote that book because so many people were constantly asking me, how did you go from a high school basketball coach to where you are today? It forced me to go back and codify the cycle. And the cycle was find a primary skill, or uncover my primary skill, which was, activating the prey drive in people, inner engineering people through the whole person theory, and then taking that primary skill out into the marketplace and using it to solve a problem for another person. And that is the exchange, the monetization exchange. Some people call it a motivational speaker, but that's a very small piece of the equation, in my opinion. So for you, until you find your primary skill at the intersection of some unique talent you have, combined with a need in the world, combined with something I'm going to say enjoy doing, you just kind of flounder around from thing to thing, and you never can get the traction you need to kind of play at this high level that I'm talking about. To even talk about getting into the multiplication, the structures of exchange, the powers of association, the true wealth building stuff that you want to build around your primary skill. So, you're like, Coach, you're getting too deep for me, man. You need to slow your roll and break it down. Here's what I'm saying. Finding your voice in life is at the intersection of your talent, your passion, your conscience, and a need in the world that only you can fulfill, okay? So this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It is in alignment with who I am supposed to be doing it for, in alignment with who would compensate me to do it. That's the monetization, the exchange. And this is kind of what I was put on planet Earth to do. Okay? Until you get in that rhythm, it's very hard, in my opinion, to build the kind of momentum you need to really, really step into this level 10 opportunity you have. So I hope you're understanding what I'm saying, right? Because the level 10 opportunity is a big opportunity, but if you don't have your skill in check, if you don't have your talent in check, if you don't have how your talent solves a problem for another person, then you never get to the multiplication level, which is where the level 10 opportunity really is. Okay, so if I'm breaking it down for you and you're like, man, I got to find my voice in life. There is a difference between a occupation, that which occupies your time and which you receive a paycheck for, and a vocation, right? Which comes from the Latin term voice, or calling in life. I'm trying to find my voice. I'm trying to utilize my talent. I'm trying to find my primary skill. Well, if that primary skill doesn't solve a problem for another person, folks, you can forget about making, Lord have mercy, look at all that mail in there. Okay, then there's going to be no money made. Therefore, it probably is not a level 10 opportunity, because there's no monetization of the talent. You want to use your talent to solve another person's problem. So on my journey from 18 to 25, I'm studying the whole person theory. I'm studying how to activate, to inner engineer a person, how to touch all 4 parts of a person's nature. That was a period of me finding and refining my skill, my primary skill. Then I began to take that skill out into the marketplace and find people, or they really found me, who would compensate me for that skill. And they would use very vague terms like, hey, we want you to motivate our people. Will you keep my people motivated? Will you get my people excited? Will you, right? Will you wake them up, coach? Will you speak to my people? Now I have since learned, at 44 years old, what I was really doing was activating that prey drive in people. And I had spent from 18 to 44 really learning how to activate the prey drive in a person, which is why the new book is on that. And that is my primary skill, of which I get compensated for. Now, where does the level 10 opportunity come in? Using that skill to help millions of people. Using that skill to help people who would compensate you at a higher frequency. Using that skill to solve a major problem for people. This is where the monetization takes place. Okay? Is that they got a problem and you have a skill that would solve that problem. Okay? They have a problem. You have a skill that would solve that problem. And that's kind of where we want to get to. Okay? For you. We're trying to help you find your primary skill so you can understand what are the level 10 opportunities. Who would compensate me at the highest frequency for solving their problem? What is my skill? And until this is found, folks, let's be honest. It's a, it's a slow roll. Okay? Slow roll in life. So, I hope this helps you. I know finding your voice is one of the most important things you can do in the world, because you've now found your talent and how that talent can help other people. And when you find that, gosh, life changes, man. I found it early. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know. I just started doing it. That's why you hear me say you don't have to find your why before you do something big. Many times your purpose finds you. Okay? Many times you don't find your purpose finds you while you're pursuing your talent and your potential. So you don't find your why and then go do something big. Your why kind of finds you when you're doing it. Okay? So, homework assignment. If you're serious about this and you really want to find your level 10 opportunity, folks, then in my opinion, you got to put the work in. You got to ask the hard questions. What do I love doing? What am I naturally talented at doing? What problem do I solve, and for whom? Who would write me the biggest check to solve the problem? You got to dig in here, man. Then these big level 10 opportunities come as a result of you finding this primary skill. So, hope you're doing great. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Share it with other people if you think it will help them, your kids, your cousins, people that are looking for their voice in life. Okay, my book on this is This Ain't No Practice Life, was a great book for this. Everybody Needs a Coach in Life was a great book on this. So, just had another idea right there. I'm Coach Michael Burt. Everybody needs a coach in life. If you want to write a book, next Tuesday night, I'm going to be doing a webinar at 5:30 from our house in Florida. I'm going to be showing you how to write the book of your life. How to codify, monetization of a book, how to get started. Man, it's going to be powerful, because you're not going to write a book until you find your voice. And if you do, it ain't going to be very good. You know I love you. Saturday night, walking around the subdivision, conversations with Coach, level 10 opportunities. You guys have a great weekend.